Welcome to Decode with me. I'm Iris Knightstar. Today we're going to continue decoding the message in this week's randomly generated word search. If you haven't been here before and you'd like to decode your own personal message alongside this collective one, then you probably want to pop back to episode 36. And that's where you see the grid before any words are found. And that way you can look for the words yourself, note the order that you find them in, and that forms your personal message. Okay, so before I reveal today's grid, we're going to do the familiar pull. Right, let's see who's going to step forward and help shape today's message. Okay, we have some buck energy. Okay, we have the summer buck stepping forward. Spring, summer. Okay, so today's familiar is the summer buck, and the summer buck brings an energy of purposeful strength, maturity, and conscious direction. This familiar represents knowing where you're going, moving toward it without haste. It carries confidence that comes from experience rather than urgency. The tone it brings is steady, deliberate, and self-directed. Okay, let's have a look. So we've obviously already found quite a few words in the grid this week, and here's where we're at so far. Okay. I'll pop it down because I've just seen a word. Intentional. So intentional means acting with purpose rather than by habit or reaction. It is the difference between choosing and drifting, doing something because it aligns, not because it happens to be next. Intentionality is awareness in motion. If you've been here before, you know that we allocate a number from 1 to 9 to each letter of the alphabet, and then we add those all together to find out what the numerology for each word is. So here you can see for intentional it would be a 9 plus a 5 plus a 2 plus a 5 and so on. Now if doing maths isn't fun for you, like, oh, we're really ruining everything with the maths, then pop to my website, Knightstar Puzzles, and I have a word numerology calculator, and you can literally just type in the word and click calculate, and then it'll give you the total sum, and then what that reduces down to, and a small idea of what that means. Okay, so intentional adds up and reduces down to a 7, and 7 is the number of discernment, inner truth, and thoughtful awareness. It asks you to pause just long enough to be sure that your actions reflect your understanding, not your impulse. This is intention guided by insight. Within Puzzle Divination, we divide the grid into 9 boxes, like so, and number them from 1 to 9, and that gives some more numerology insight for us. And you can see here that intentional is here in box 6 and in box 9. So it's linking responsibility with perspective. Box 6 relates to daily structure and care and what you actively maintain, whereas box 9 relates to wisdom, completion, and the larger arc of meaning. Together, this placement suggests that the choices you make today affect both your immediate balance and the longer journey that you're completing. So if we look at all of this together, today invites deliberate alignment. Intentional as a 7 asks you to move from inner clarity rather than external pressure. With the summer book present, strength comes from choosing a direction and committing to it calmly. You don't need to do more. You need to do what you do on purpose. When actions are chosen with awareness, they naturally support both what needs care now and what you are ready to bring to completion. The summer buck reminds us that true strength is not rushed. It knows when to advance, when to hold, and when the path is already clear. I hope this reading today resonated with you. Let me know in the comments if that was the word you found, or if there's some other word or a spirit word maybe that you saw. Don't forget to subscribe, of course, and come back tomorrow for the next reading in the grid. Until then, decode, discover, divine.